Hey guys, and welcome back to Red Lip MUA. Today we are doing day 20 of my makeup challenge, which is choosing an eyeshadow palette at random and creating a look out of it. I kind of stopped saying this for a while because I said it in my earlier videos, but I do want to do a reminder. This is not my idea. This is an idea that I got off of a TikToker that I watch, and I loved it, and I wanted to do it because I have a lot of palettes that I have not used yet that I own. So this is kind of making me use them instead of always sticking to like my go-to makeup palettes. So with that being said, let's pick a palette. So the palette that I chose today is this Morphe 350 palette, and this is kind of a bittersweet video because this is the first Morphe palette that I ever purchased. This is what the inside of it looks like. It's very beautiful, browns. There's like a touch of kind of a warm tone orangish shade, a few really, really good shimmers. But I also feel like, I bought this a long time ago, and I feel like Morphe has changed so much from when this came out versus when some of the other palettes that I've used lately have come out. So I'm really interested to see if I still really like this palette, because I liked it when I first got it, which was like back in like 2014, 15. I don't remember when it was. It was like my first legit eyeshadow palette that I ever had. So I'm really interested to see if I'm still impressed by it, or if I'm gonna be more impressed with how far they've come in like their shadows now. Alright, so let's get to creating this look. So I already put on my Milani Eyeshadow Primer, and now I'm going to dip into this shade right here, and I'm going to be using a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm going to start dusting that into my crease. My lighting is about to start getting real bad because it's super rainy and it's supposed to be thunder and lightning storms today, so just bear with me. I have my ring light, so hopefully it just holds up enough to show you like a good idea of the look. But next we are dipping into this darker brown shade right here, and I am taking that on a ColourPop E9. I'm going to mainly focus this on the outer corner, but I'm going to sweep it very low into my crease as well. I want to make sure that that lighter shade is still resting on top of it as a nice transition, but I still want some of this shade to go in the crease. So I want it to look a little something like that. It's a work in progress. Go with it. Next, I'm going to be picking up this middle shade right here. And I'm also going to be using the ColourPop E9 for this one. I just did a little color switcheroo on it. This shade is going to be focused right on the outer corner to really deepen that up, make it very smoky. So now I think I've got the color payoff that I'm looking for. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm just going to take it on my finger and start placing it all over my lid. Wow, that is really like chunky. So now I'm going to go ahead and do a little wing using the Benefit Cosmetics Their Real Extreme Precision Liner. Now I have almost everything done on my eyes other than like final touches, so I'm going to put my face on and then I will come back and we will finish the eyes. So we have got the majority of the face on. I do want to say I just tried a different shade in the Morphe Filter Effect foundation. This one is light 1. I normally use light 3 because I thought it was the right one when I first got it based on like the Ulta Find Your Shade thing. But I ended up always having to add this LA Girl Pro Color Mixing Pigment into it. But I got the light 1 this weekend and it is perfect. Perfect shade match. So happy that I splurged and got it. So, and I love the foundation, so. Now we are going to finish up the eyes, and the first shade that I'm going to go into is the darkest shade that we've used, this middle color right here on a Sigma E15. And I'm only going to stamp this on the outer part of the lower lash line. Now I'm going to blend that out with the very first shade that we used right here, and this is a Morphe E17. Now for an inner corner highlight, I'm going to dip into this shade right here. And I'm using an Morphe E36 for this one. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Call Me. And then mascara, the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I'm going to do some final touches and then I will show you what it looks like when I get back. And here's the final look. What do you think? I think this turned out so beautiful. It's actually a lot like what I did this weekend. My husband and I went out for like a little date night. This is pretty much almost exactly what I did, like a brownish smoky eye, winged liner, and a red lip. It's a little different and a totally different palette, so I think it still counts. So I will say that there is definitely a difference between like the older Morphe palettes like this one and some of the newer ones. And one of the biggest things is like this shimmer shade right here and this shimmer shade, actually these two right here, were both ones that I used. And they were very like clumpy. Like when I was rubbing my finger through it, it just comes off very clumpy, unlike what a lot of them do now. So that was kind of interesting, but I also do feel like even though they're kind of a lot more clumpier, it seems like they have a better shine to them than some of the shimmers in like the newer Morphe palettes. So it's kind of like good and bad, I guess you could say. The pigmentation is still good, but I do think that the pigmentation in newer Morphe palettes is definitely way better. I don't consider the pigmentation in this one to be bad, but I do think that the newer palettes definitely take a little bit less dipping into the product to get the color payoff that you're looking for. They're still beautifully blendable. I had absolutely no troubles with it, so you know that's always been a really good Morphe thing there. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. The short, of course, will always be on my TikTok, along with pictures and other videos on my Instagram. So go ahead over and check those out. The links for both of those are in my description below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate it. All of the products that I used today will be listed down below, so you can always look there if you have any questions about anything that I used. But thank you for watching day 20, and I will see you for day 21.